In the era of social media, one thing that's definitely plagued our generation and definitely generations to come is celebrity worship. I mean, listen, before the internet and social media, celebrity worship has always been a thing. That's the role celebrities play in society, right? They give people, society, the masses something to aspire to, so that people worship status, fame, and wealth. And they also represent the highest level of success and achievement in society, and they're used as a symbol of hope, as well as escapism for most people in society. And on top of that, celebrities have the ability to shift societal norms and culture, and oftentimes are used by the elites to push society in a certain direction, whatever direction that they see fit. For example, certain celebrities or athletes taking million-dollar sponsorships to push the VAWCINES. Now, it's not black and white, right? Just because someone's famous doesn't mean that they're intentionally playing some sort of shadow role in society. There's a lot more nuance. For example, certain celebrities or influencers might get signed to a massive talent agency like WME, or certain artists or musicians signed with a certain record label, and then they're told to push or promote certain things without understanding why. It's why certain rappers will rap about drugs like Percocet or Molly but don't even do drugs themselves. Although for A-list and above, you can probably assume that there's inevitably going to be some level of control. And it's not like that automatically makes them evil. However, the fact remains that most celebrities play a huge role in keeping people within the system. Whether it's through consumerism or escapism, they're meant to keep you in the quote-unquote matrix, so to speak. If everyone decided to tap out and live on their own accords, society will collapse. You know, people started becoming Tarzan and hunting and fishing and growing their own foods and living away from society. You know, people dropped their 9 to 5, stopped paying taxes, stopped buying pointless crap, stopped indulging in consumerism, and just realize that the juice isn't worth the squeeze, then society will collapse, the economy will collapse, the entire system itself will collapse. Like, people need to be consumers in society to keep the economy flowing, and celebrities play a massive role in making people consumers. And it's essentially the same role that sports and entertainment play in society as well. It's for escapism, it's to make you forget. To make the average person forget about how much they're getting bent over by society and the government in 69 different positions. Most people come back from their 9 to 5 so dejected they just want to sit on their couch, eat dinner, watch sports, politics, rinse and repeat. You know, most people believe in the lie that, oh, I'll just save enough, you know, have a 401k, have a Roth IRA so that when I'm 70, I can finally retire and enjoy my life. If they even make it to 70. You know, it's the same reason why they have these pretentious award shows for celebrities and athletes and influencers with like these, you know, $100,000 outfits. It's because they need you to see them as larger than life figures. You know, something to aspire to, something to believe in, something to distract yourself with, you know, just something to escape to. It's why most people fixate on celebrities' lives and worship them. It's so that they can live vicariously through celebrities. That's the point of all these events and all these award shows. They need you to worship celebrities. It's an integral part of keeping people within the system and controlling the population. And social media has amplified celebrity worship times a million. Because before, the only way you really knew about celebrities were tabloids and television. You know, whether it was MTV or celebrity gossip magazines, you know, you would see the magazines while you were shopping for groceries and be like, oh look, Jennifer Aniston divorced Tom Holland. Or look, those modern day witches, the Kardashians, pretended to leak another sex tape. Or Justin Bieber got a haircut. Like, that's how you would find out about celebrity news or gossip or drama or whatever. But now, because of social media, you get to see their lives in real time. You can follow their stories, their Twitters, their tweets, and this person called that person a pedo. You know, these celebrities are dating, they just broke up. You know, just celebrity drama, whatever crap they put out there. And because of this, it sort of created this parasitic, insidious relationship with some famous person that you're never going to meet. On top of that, most users of social media are young adults, teenagers, or kids. Like, your grandma has no idea how to make an Instagram account. So the younger the person, the more impressionable you are. The more you seek answers in life or you seek role models. The more you want to live vicariously through celebrities' lives. I mean, the modern day manifestation of celebrity worship is, you know, legions of LeBron James fans with LeBron profile pictures. Or, you know, rabid K-pop fandoms under every single comment section. Or, you know, celebrity fan pages or kids that watch live streamers 24/7. So then naturally they begin looking for or trying to find meaning through creating parasocial relationships with these celebrities that they see through a screen. You know, the internet or social media has basically created this hole in the matrix or society or the system or whatever you want to call it. It's basically reflective of people and our relationship with instantaneous connection. Whereas some people used it to escape the matrix while most people use it to fall deeper in the matrix. You know, it's kind of like this warp hole that nobody really knows what's going to come out of it. Not even the people that created the internet. Because the internet was originally created for sharing communications and information between the military, if I remember correctly, and it's basically taken a form of its own in the past 2-3 decades. Like, that's how it basically started, and then you fast forward 2-3 decades, and then you have Mr. Beast basically commanding the entire attention of the entire youth of the world. Or the sitting president of the United States, Donald Trump, is doing influencer collaborations to win the presidency. Or Jake Paul is somehow fighting Mike Tyson. In a way, it's kind of merged worlds where athletes, celebrities, and even politicians are all influencers. Like, everybody is an influencer. Everyone has a YouTube account, a Twitter, a TikTok, a Facebook, a Instagram. Social media is basically merging everything, and we're still barely scratching the surface of where we're going. I've said this before, but it's just a matter of time before the next president comes from social media. And something real interesting that came from social media is the advent of live streaming. Like, bro, this kid IShowSpeed is probably the most amazing phenomenon that I've ever seen. Like, even now, it's like the most mind-blowing thing ever. Like, I saw this kid show up on my recommended where he had 500,000 live viewers, and I just had to click. I was like, what? Like, how is this possible? And I click on the stream, and he's in the Philippines, where I think he's like outside of a jubilee, and there's like a sea of people chanting his name. Like, bro, this kid is a global superstar, and he's like 20 years old. Like, these streamers are doing content on another level nowadays. They will legit do streams of themselves sleeping and have tens of thousands of live viewers watching concurrently. Like, I can't wrap my head around it, but again, it goes back to how social media has bridged the gap between fan and celebrity, and how it's magnified celebrity worship 1,000 times over. It's why this kid IShowSpeed has more pull, can probably sell more product or move the needle more than most A-list celebrities. Like, his brand is going to be worth billions in the future, and I really hope that he has good people around him. Like, a kid as young as him with the money he has and the money he's going to have, and even more importantly, the level of influence that he has, like, there's going to be a lot of people in his ear. And as Christians, right, we want him on the side of light, and we got to pray that God guides him in the right direction. Because this kid is undoubtedly going to have the biggest influence on, like, what's the next generation, like Gen Alpha, Gen Beta? Whatever the next generations, he's going to have the most influence by far in the entire world. Like, every single kid from whatever part of the world worships this 20-year-old streamer. Every country this kid goes to, he's a global phenomenon. And again, it's because now you get to follow and engage with your favorite influencer or celebrity 24/7 because of social media, where before it would just be magazines or television to get the latest news. And listen, we all consume some mindless entertainment every now and then. I definitely do. Like, bro, I've listened to way too many Tim Dillon podcasts. But even as a kid, I don't think anything would ever compel me to watch someone sleep and type in a chat. Like, that is something I just can't comprehend. But again, it's just the era that we live in. Whereas kids back then, even if you grew up in the 2000s, you still kind of went outside. Like, you didn't have like a 10-hour screen time on your phone. And bro, these kids nowadays, they're at like 11 or 12 minimum. And again, to tie this back together, this is naturally going to amplify celebrity worship. There's nothing wrong with admiring or taking inspiration from someone's work or art. As a matter of fact, I do it all the time. You know, whether it's listening to certain music or watching certain films, it inspires me all the time. But I don't worship any person, or I don't look up to any man. The only one I look up to is God. Because you can't worship man and God at the same time. You can't worship materialism and God at the same time. You can't worship money or lifestyle or vanity. You can't worship anything and God at the same time. And also, you're subconsciously putting limitations on yourself whenever you worship someone or something else. Like, you're putting them above you, so in your mind, you're always going to be below them. You know, whether it's because they're famous or rich or have clout or a luxury supercar or a lifestyle, whatever they have, right? You think that because of that, they will always be better than you in some way, shape, or form. So what this does is that you stop looking at people as people. You start respecting or disrespecting people based off superficial metrics. You might look up to someone because they have more followers, and you might look down on someone because they don't have followers. You know, you start to become real superficial with the way you view people, when in reality, we're all the same. I mean, listen, are there people that achieve more than others? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, from dust we came and to dust we'll return. Whether it's you or whatever celebrity you idolize, you both will reach the same end. I'm certainly not better, nor will I ever be better than anybody else. But at the same time, I don't see anyone as above me either. And that's the best mindset or approach that you can have. The only one you should worship is God. Anyways, hopefully you guys got something from that. Thank you for listening. I love you. I appreciate you. With that said, make sure you stay true, and I'll talk to you real soon. Peace.